Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball first. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew an Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking. Yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty-toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty-toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
They'll run it from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. Oh, what a cut. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! They put the first points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Breaking into the top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right back to the well. Got the first down, looking for more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and
Touchdown, Ole Miss! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down
breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Finds his man. It's Madden. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the running game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run.
Touchdown, Rebels! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Got the quick completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Complete in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to get it in. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you've got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
4-2, spike, go!
Back to pass. Under fire. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it along the sideline. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
On the run, it's Wood. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Mississippi State going up tempo. On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Hand off to the lone back. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He's in open space downfield. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Ball. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds space on the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. With the catch, it's Bishop. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Pressure coming. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. It is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.